just silly stuff sometimes, put tutus on little icons of bears, and and whoever would post, however many people would post that picture, somebody would give $1. And we watch people joining Facebook thousands per hour. And it's now up to, then it tapered off, leveled off kind of now, a little over 114,000 on Facebook alone, but about half the people that we talk to say they're not on Facebook. So we're guessing there's about 200,000 out there now. And these people are just outraged and want to do something for protection of the radio counter bears if they find them. The idea of somebody shooting Lily or Hope, you know, just drives them through the wall. And we tell them, write letters, but make them nice. Don't express your real feelings. But hunters are outraged. Like there's a nice hunter blog, Jim Broughton, I think the guy's name is, and he says make it illegal, because these guys that shoot the radio collared bears, we don't want them called hunters, we want them called lawbreakers or poachers. And so it's generally the hunters too, I think, are majority in favor. But there's a few that say it's a slippery slope and will fight it tooth and nail, and one of them sent the most outrageous, just a bunch of lies to Fox News 21 to try to get them to stop covering the bear research. And it's easy to write responses to this stuff, but it's easy to write responses to this stuff, but it just takes so much time. You got to write it really good, you know. And if I was Polly sitting there, I could write it real easy. But I'm me. Yes, sir.
What plans do you have for this winter? Any cams? What's going on as far as how does it compare to what you did last winter?
We're waiting for Lily and Hope to settle down. Many other bears are in dens, and generally the pregnant females, and we think Lily's probably pregnant, are the first to go in. And it makes me think, am I wrong? What's she doing out traveling around yet? So we hope. She did make a den, and it's about 1,000 feet from a house. I haven't talked to the guy yet to say that her den is near your house. Can we pay your electric bill and phone bill for the winter to get DSL to get that out? Because you can run a line, you know, lines that far. So that's the thing. And some of the stuff that is brought to Ely is, well, first, they found a contest to pick America's favorite nonprofit. We came in, I think, third, and that meant $100,000 to the Bear Center. Wonderful. We haven't got it yet, but and they had the research itself come in lower down the line, so it got 20,000. Haven't got it yet, but then they found a contest to name America's coolest small town. They got behind Ely, and Budget Travel magazine called in disbelief and says, we've never had this happen before. How could it be that a quarter of the votes for all of the small towns in America came from Ely with a population less than 3,500? Like, oh, I forget how many, but it was 141,000 votes. And I said, well, that'd be our 200,000 followers. And
who spots these things on the internet, Lynn? I mean, you have to be really looking to find contests like this. They're not that obvious.
Got 200,000 sets of eyes out there.
They're all looking.
Yeah. What they want to do is they want to learn about bears, share that information with the public, and right now there's many, I mean dozens, of teachers across, well, the Lily the Bear thing was in hundreds of classrooms. And dozens of those teachers are now working with us to develop curricula to meet state guidelines and have bear boxes to send out touch and feel stuff, touch and see kind of stuff, and put together really creative educational methods. And so I got off track saying this. Anyway, they're out there, they're looking, and they want to help. Sorry, I'm 71. They want to learn about bears, and the best way and we found that there is a hunger for this kind of information out there. There's a segment of the public that's tired of the usual type of the danger that you get on the usual on the media. The media knows fear sells. The hunting magazines know that. So that's what they put out. But there is a segment out there that wants to know the truth, and they're tired of being afraid. And a lot of these people, when they overcome their fear and realize what bears are really like, it's an epiphany. They become missionaries, and it's fantastic to see the passion that these people have. So another thing they want to do is help the community where these bears live. So that's when another one of them found out that there's a contest to name America's favorite park. They said, well, what's the park that's in the study area? Bearhead Lake State Park. Let's get behind that. So
That's the most unique, I think, really, to win that contest.
yeah.
A little park that even Minnesotans don't know about.
Yeah. And Yellowstone got like 30,000 votes. Other national parks mostly got less, except for one that made a major effort. And little Bearhead Lake State Park had 1.6 million votes. The people that did the social networking, their kids reached out to their social networks, and I get all the credit for being the master of social networking. I know nothing about it. I don't even read Facebook, and I post the updates, I read the comments the next day under that, about that, but the usual stuff, I mean, I just can't get to it. So I'm not the master of anything. I'm a go along, get along guy.
You know, Lynn, one comment I would make is people have known about your studies for a long time. I think I met Marlon Perkins at a party with you 25 years ago when he did a TV show about, the big difference in my opinion is the internet. The internet brings these people together, whereas television couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Without social networks, but internet communication, none of this would happen, would it?
Yeah, no, exactly right. Yeah, we're into a new age. And what the people like about this, they're learning mostly directly from the bears. They're not learning from me. I could tell somebody, oh, bears aren't as dangerous as people always thought. And then there'd be the comeback, well, haven't they killed like 65 people across North America since 1900? How can you say they're not as dangerous as we think? Then I'd come back with, well, okay, you're right on that. Let's put it in perspective. For each person killed by a black bear, there's 2 killed by grizzlies, 13 by snakes, 45 by dogs, 120 by bees, 250 by lightning, 60,000 homicides in North America. And, or we can say it a different way. 1 out of 1 million black bears kills somebody. 1 out of 50,000 grizzly bears kills somebody. 1 out of 14,600 people kills somebody, and that's homicides, not traffic stuff. So, but I can say that, but if they grew up with the fear in their hearts and in their minds And everything they've seen of bears went through the filter of fear to tell a story different than really happened. You can't reach them, but the bears can. And the people are learning about the bears directly from the bears, you know, on the webcam. Polly.
One thing about it too is I think people are sort of starved to have an intimate connection with nature. It's bears, but it's also nature. And this particular highway, it opens that up. They can watch a bear be born, they can watch their interactions.
Yes.
And these are people, a lot of these people are sitting in places very far away from nature, unlike us.
Oh, it's around the world.
Yeah. And they are sort of starved for that connection, and it's given them a real
Yes.
sense of being a part of something, I think.
Right on. And that helps our research too, because, okay, we want people, we want to be watching this webcam ourselves, because we're all learning together. We didn't know a lot of this stuff either before we had the webcam. We never were able to look in the den and see all their activities. Even with Whiteheart, you know, we get a picture every 30 seconds or something like that, or every minute. So now we got video, and we can actually watch and we can hear. So, but we couldn't stay awake 24 hours a day. So we found that people around the world that we schedule. You take an hour, and write down what they're doing every minute and for your hour. And so we get better data than anybody's ever gotten.
What's your average annual attendance running now to the center?
At the Bear Center?
Yeah.
It went up this year. I think it's going to be like 32,000 this year. We're still behind the Wolf Center, but it's better than last year, like 25,000. So what is happening is that this whole phenomenon is bringing thousands of people to Ely, because now a lot of the people, it used to be the people that were here anyway to go to the Wolf Center or for any other purpose, would say, hey, what's this thing along the highway? Let's stop by there, take a look. Now we hear people saying, we came here for my wedding anniversary. I had my husband bring me up here for you know, from Illinois or Iowa or Wisconsin or whatever. So thousands of people are coming for that. In addition, people that only knew each other on Facebook wanted to meet each other because they all got to be friends. And truly, because whenever I meet these people, it's like we're old friends. We start right off talking about stuff that we both know all about it. All about Lily and Hope. And I mentioned Braveheart. Oh yeah, that's Blackheart's daughter, who is Shadow's granddaughter. And they've got all of the stuff. They know all the stories. Because I've been writing updates now since early January. And yeah, I don't know how many people are actually reading them, but the Facebook number of people still is going up. So I'd say for sure there's over 100,000 people reading each of those updates. And so, and because I can't believe the number of people that I run into, or that people call me and say I was checking out my car after I was in Minnesota, and the National Car Rental person asked me, they said they saw my Wildlife Research Institute t-shirt